Over the past 4 years, I've earned over $100,000 directly on Upwork and close to $1 million from referrals that came from the same clients that I found on Upwork. This isn't theory. These are real contracts, real payments. And the best part, you don't need any ads, a social following, or even a fancy website. You just need the right system. In this video, I'm going to show you exactly how I find clients on Upwork, the automation workflows that I use to close $5,000 plus projects, and how to turn those projects into long-term retainers. Let's dive in. Here's the real automation. You take the job summary, you paste it into this chat window, as I've done with the highlighted text, and in less than 60 seconds, it will generate a visual diagram, also known as a mermaid chart. It will generate the application copy, so the cover letter that you need to send back to the client, and a Google Doc proposal. And when you stack all of these together, you have an exceptionally high chance of getting a response from these clients because they can see the amount of work that you put into responding to them. But your unfair advantage is that you used an automation and AI to acquire that client. And if you're wondering what a mermaid chart looks like, it's one of these that you paste inside of Whimsical. A single workflow saves me hours. And honestly, I can knock out 20 to 30 of these proposals a day because my AI workflow is doing all the heavy lifting for me. But you don't start here. First, you need to go to Upwork and find the right type of clients. Most beginners chase $50 gigs, and that's a mistake. I search for clients willing to pay anywhere between $2,000 to $5,000 per project because one good contract can set you up for months. The secret? Position yourself as a systems builder, not a freelancer. Clients don't want another pair of hands. They want an edge against competitors with massive budgets. And that edge starts with how you write proposals. So instead of writing new proposals from scratch every time, my workflow pulls in the job post, builds a custom strategy outline, and drops it into a polished Google Doc template. Now remember, I actually haven't even read the job brief for this particular client. I let my AI agents do that for me. And you can see the strategy is very personalized to this particular client and their request. I've taken a screenshot of the mermaid chart and pasted it in here. And there's a small section at the bottom of the proposal that outlines some of the things that I've done in this space. And now you don't need to go overboard with this. Most clients don't care. I'd be surprised if many of them read them because all they care about is what you can do for them. Let me show you how this works with a quick demo. Head over to Upwork and do a search for something like automation, and you'll see a bunch of search results. The first one is a great example because it was posted 39 minutes ago. You can see that the payment is verified. The client has 5 stars. They're in Canada. They've spent some money on Upwork, and their estimated budget is $3,000. So this is absolutely the type of project that I'm looking for. They're in Canada. They have a great budget, and obviously they're English speaking. Click inside the job and copy the actual summary. Head back into N8N and paste the summary into the chat window. Hit enter and it'll actually trigger the automation. So the way this automation works is that we have a few agents here. The first one is the project manager agent, and this is just an overseer. It doesn't actually do anything. It just manages the sub agents. The first sub agent will generate the mermaid chart that you saw on Whimsical. The second one will generate the application copy. So this is the cover letter that I sent back to the client on Upwork. The third sub agent is the Google Docs generator, and this will create the polished strategy that I showed you inside of the Google Docs example. Once the automation is complete, you'll see the following inside the chat window. So the application copy has been tailored and it's very personalized for this particular client. It's also created the mermaid chart, and this is what the actual syntax for a mermaid chart looks like. So all you need to do is just copy this and paste it into Whimsical. Once you do, you'll get a chart that looks like this. And then the last piece of the stack is the Google Docs proposal. This is the strategy that's going to be attached to the application copy, and it basically outlines it. And again, I haven't read any of this job brief. The AI agents have done all the heavy lifting for me. So all I need to do is just copy and paste the application copy, head over to Upwork and the job, click on apply now, and where it says cover letter, just paste in the application copy. The entire process takes less than 2 minutes. And like I said at the start of this video, I can knock 20 to 30 proposals in a very short period of time every single day. This simple 2-line message is what gets clients to click. It's straight to the point, there's no fluff, and I'm telling them that, hey, I've already outlined a strategy for you. Here's the link. This is how you start a conversation on Upwork. And honestly, once the client replies, you basically won the deal. This is the exact workflow I use to close deals anywhere between $2,000 to $5,000 per client. So whilst other freelancers are busy fighting amongst themselves for 15-hour gigs, I sell processes and automations. That's why I get deals like the ones that I'm going to show you. But the beauty of this system is that one contract rarely stays one. Once clients can see what you can do, there's going to be a ton of other work that you can automate inside of their business, or they will refer you to somebody that can also use your help and your skills. And this is just a quick transaction history inside of my Upwork account. You can see that in the last 12 months, I've earned over $81,000 minus the Upwork fees and taxes, and my net was almost $70,000, which honestly is not that many hours of work. Because if you look at my profile, I'm charging $60 an hour, and I can actually raise this to $100. I just leave it at 60 because I don't actually get a lot of my leads from Upwork now. I get a lot of inbound leads, but honestly, $60 an hour is a great income. And I haven't actually worked that many hours to earn these huge numbers because, like I said, everything I do is automated and it's all using AI. Automation isn't just a one-off service. Once you build trust, clients ask for more. They want newsletters, lead generation, automated social media posting, and even AI agents. And if you want this exact workflow, click on the link in the description below and sign up for my private AI community, the Automation Kings. Inside of here, you've got a ton of resources to help you get started. If you're not familiar with AI or you are completely overwhelmed with everything that's going on in the AI space, then I've got you absolutely covered. I'll show you exactly how you can make money by starting an AI agency. I'll show you how I landed a $5,400 client using this particular workflow. I'll also show you how I work with smaller brands to beat bigger brands with AI automation. And these are brands that sell e-commerce products, and there's a ton of other stuff inside of here. There's also a classroom to help you get started. So I talk about the mindset, everything you need to build an AI agency or a side hustle. I talk about the N8N and Make.com fundamentals. I've also got a Launch Your AI Agency course in 16 days. So it took me 30 days to launch my AI agency and find my first client. But I'll show you how you can do all of that in only 16 days. I've also got an AI automations and blueprint section. So everything I discuss on this channel, all the blueprints are inside of here. And this alone will save you tons of time because all you got to do is download the blueprints and upload them into your Make or N8N accounts. So there you have it. That's how you can build an automation agency and find your first client using AI and automation. Thank you so much if you made it this far into the video. Don't forget to smash the like button if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to the channel if you're not a subscriber already. Share the video, leave your comments below, turn the notifications on, and I'll see you when the next video drops.